Welcome to our module 2 of this course. In module 2, we will be covering the Capcut video editing software, beginner friendly editing with AI tools. So in this module, we will be covering the basic editing software, which is Capcut, and we will dive deeper into how we can use Capcut, what's the interface of the Capcut, how we can edit our long form and short form videos into our editing software. Let me introduce myself. Hi, I am Rahil, a passionate and experienced video editor and a content creator with over 4 plus years of professional experience in the industry, having worked on 500 plus projects ranging from short form social media videos to full length YouTube content. As an instructor, I specialize in teaching beginner to advanced video editing techniques with a focus on AI powered tools, cinematic storytelling, color grading, and social media content creation. Video editing is not just my profession, it's my passion and an exciting career that allows me to bring ideas to life. So, the course content for this module will be course description, learning outcomes, CapCut availability, introduction to CapCut interface, basic editing techniques like cutting, trimming, merging, using AI powered features like auto subtitles and background remover, YouTube video editing in CapCut, creating engaging short form content for TikTok and Instagram. This module provides a step-by-step introduction to CapCut, a powerful yet beginner-friendly video editing tool available on mobile, desktop, and web-based platforms. Students will learn essential editing techniques, explore AI-powered tools for automation, and discover how to create high-quality videos for social media and YouTube. Whether you are a complete beginner or looking to refine your editing skill, this module will equip you with the knowledge and tools to provide professional looking videos effortlessly. Learning outcome. By the end of this module, learners will be able to understand CapCut's interface and key features across web, mobile, and desktop version. Perform basic video editing like cutting, trimming, merging, speed adjustment, etc. Utilizing the AI powered tools like auto subtitles, background remover, and video enhancements. Apply different transitions, effects, and filters to create engaging content. Optimizing our videos for TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Exporting high quality videos with professional settings. Want to know more on video editing? Like, share, and subscribe for more. First of all, we will know that what is CapCut. So CapCut is basically one of the most user-friendly video editing tool designed for both beginners and experienced editors. It's provide a powerful AI driven features making editing easier and more accessible. So CapCut, as I already told you in the module 1, we will start from the basic software, which is very easy to use, easy to understand, and beginner friendly software. So the CapCut is very easy to understand and user friendly software for beginners, and it doesn't have only features for beginners. The advanced editors can also use this software as well to, you can say, produce high quality YouTube videos or even short form content using CapCut. Whether you are creating for short videos content or high quality YouTube videos, you can definitely consider CapCut for a perfect tool for your video editing purposes. What is best feature of CapCut that I think is its cross platform availability. Okay, so CapCut is available on Windows, on Mac, and if we go for its mobile application, CapCut is also available on our mobile phone. Either if you are using Android or either you are using for iPhone, you can definitely use CapCut in all platform as well. And it also comes with some AI tools as well, which we will figure out later in this whole module. Okay, so CapCut is best perfect for social media creators who just want to create their basic short form content or even long form content, whether according to their needs. And it's beginner friendly and it's easier to use for beginners as well. And it's also good for professionals who want quick high quality edits without complex softwares. And now we will see the CapCut availability. So CapCut, as I already told you, that CapCut is cross-platform video editor software, and it's available on multiple devices, and it will make it convenient for users who want flexibility and in their workflow, and also who wants to use CapCut in multiple platforms. So if we go for the mobile devices, so it's available on iPhone, or another say it's available on App Store to use on iPhone or iPad, and it's also available on Android or Play Store as well. And CapCut also comes with desktop version, where we can use either on Windows or either on macOS with enhanced editing tools. So in this module we will cover its desktop version, where I will show you everything you need to learn about its desktop version, and the tools and the way of working of this CapCut is exactly same for its mobile version. And there is a web version always as also available of CapCut. It's online editing, but that version is a little bit limited, and you don't have to install any software. You can simply go to CapCut website and definitely try and use their cloud based editing without installing any software. So first of all, we will start with the introduction of CapCut interface. Before starting the CapCut interface, I will directly want to show you that this is the CapCut website, okay? And over here, as you can see, this is the whole interface of this website. And over here, if you click on download, and open in new tab, you will see the CapCut installer got installed, and you will simply click on it and start installing. As I have already installed CapCut, I want to reinstall it. Let's say you don't want to install the CapCut software and you just want to try its web version. So CapCut is also allow us to use its web version. So if we see over here, there is a button called try CapCut online. So if we click over here, then web version will be opened over here. So it will ask us to sign in with our account if we want to, or either we can cancel it, and here it will give us some prompts which we can use, and over here we can start using its web version. I will explain each and every these tools and this timeline section, everything for its desktop version, and then you will definitely be able to use either its web version, either its mobile version. And speaking of mobile versions, CapCut is also available on Google Play Store, meaning it can be available on any Android tablet or a mobile phone. And here is its app. You can simply here install it on your phone, and there are different version of CapCut that you can choose. We can either make different type of effects that I was talking earlier, that we can apply different effects to our videos. Here is different, you can say, style that they have applied here. AI powered cutout feature, which basically separate the background from the video, which we can simply use inside CapCut. And there are other different features available that we can use, okay? And CapCut is also available on iPhone or iPad, and there is its app where we can simply use for a Mac, or you can use for iPhone or even iPad as well, okay? So you can download the application based on your device that you want to use, but for the purpose of this particular module, we will cover up its desktop version, okay? So I will quickly open CapCut. So I have searched for CapCut. I will simply click on open. So CapCut will start open. This is the basic interface of CapCut, and now we will understand the simple interface of CapCut. So over here, as you can see, we can simply sign in with our account if we want to. If you can say cross-platform capabilities, if we need, we can simply sign in using our CapCut account, which you can simply go using your Google or using any of your mail, or even sign in with your Apple account as well, depending upon your usage. So first, to start any video editing project, first we need to create a project. Anything, any effect, any audio, any text, anything what we need to apply onto our video, first have to create a project. This is the main thing. First we need to create a project. So first, as you can see, I have freshly installed this software, so I don't have any, you can say, projects available. So first what we will do, we will click start creating to start a project, okay? And over here, as you can see, that I have, you can say, this is the basic interface of CapCut. It will be a little overwhelming to you guys, but trust me, after this module ends, you will definitely be able to use this entire CapCut software very buttery smooth, and you will know each and every step how you can start the video editing journey. So in video editing, we mainly focus on 3 to 4 different things. So first thing, let's say we have created our project. Now we need to edit our videos. So to ever edit our videos, what we need to do, we need to bring some of our videos inside our project. So we need to import some stuff. It can either be a video, either can be an audio, or either can be photos that we can import into our project, and we can work on it to create a polished final version. So the first step will be to import stuff into our project, and second is, we over here inside CapCut we worked on layer based editing. So over here we will, this whole area is dedicated towards timeline. Okay, so first we will import everything that we need to edit, and then we will bring those stuff that we have imported into our timeline. Over here we will create different rows, or it can be created automatically once we are start importing things. So each row signify one layer. It can be an audio layer, it can be a video layer, it can be a text layer, it can be an filter layer, or it can be multiple stickers layer, or you can say a different type of effects layer. Okay, depending upon whatever we are putting over here. So it will create different layers. So over here we will work on layers, and but this you can say highlighted will be our main layer. So we want to work using our main layer. Then this line over here, once we will, you can say, put anything onto timeline, this will be highlighted. This vertical line is called playhead. So let's say we have 10 different clips over here. So how we can know that which clip is which, and how we can view the clips? So to view the clip, we have our this monitor, we can say, or we can say our player, which is available over here. So inside our timeline, wherever this playhead is, that particular location or that particular clip which is underneath that line will definitely directly be shown over here. Now this is clear. First we need to import, then we need to drag that imported video, audio, or any images onto our timeline. Then anything that we need to see over timeline, we need to move our playhead to any certain location wherever we want, and that certain location will be shown over into our player. And the fourth one is called detail panel. Over here, let's say currently it's showing just the details of our project. Let's say we have this is the general name that they have given for our project, and it's saved to that particular location. We can change it later on if we want to. And this is resolution. It's basically called adapted because we haven't added any resolution over here. Any video, any project that we will import over here will be directly reflected over here, and the resolution will be based on that. Second last thing is the frame rate. So whichever frame rates that we are currently working on will be displayed over here. By default they have shown over here 30 fps, and imported material keep in original place. So over here whatever we will, you can say, import over here, it will be definitely kept over there. We haven't added proxies or free layer, that we will discuss later on. So if we want to modify, we can click on this modify button. We can either change the name. Let's say I will name it as project, and we can either import material to its original place, or either we can create a project folder, and anything that we will import will directly be copied to that project. And then we can either customize the resolution, or we can simply set to adopted. So whichever video will be placed inside our timeline, the resolution will be adopted to that particular resolution of video. Over here we can change the frame rates. Either we can go for 30 fps, 50, 60, or whatever we want. So currently we will go for 30 fps, and this is color space. We will simply make it default, which is rec 709. And over here this is the performance tab. Let's say if we are working on a higher videos. Let's say if we are working on a 4K video, so and our PC isn't that much powerful, so we need to create proxies. Proxy basically what it will do, it will take that 4K clip and it will turn down its resolution so that it can easily workable for our PC. And then when we are going to export our video, export the final project, then it will make it back towards the original quality. So in this way our computer will be easily handle the project. So currently I won't do that because it's our starting project, so I won't be do anything specific. So I will simply hit save. And then if we added anything, let's say if we added video and we placed that video onto our timeline, so anything that we need to change, let's say its height, its width, its scale, its opacity, anything that we need to change, we can have to go towards our detail panel and we need to do that. And over here you will see that there are different, you can say, tools available. Currently it's on media tab. How we can know that where we are? So let's say currently we are on media tab because we need to import. As over here you can see we this media is being highlighted. Let's say if we go to audio section, then the audio tab will be highlighted, and over here we will see different sort of music available that is currently been already available inside Capcut. We can use it, but it's not 100% sure that it can be copyrighted or not. Once we are working on full-fledged YouTube video editing, I will also tell you what is copyrighted content, what is non-copyrighted content, why we need to restrict ourselves to using that copyrighted content, what are pros of using copyrighted content or what are the cons of copyrighted content. We will discuss later on. And if we go over here, we will have different sound effects that we can simply use, and there is extracted audios. I will definitely let you know later on what is extracted audios. And over here TikTok, let's say we have linked our account, Capcut account, with a Google account, and that Google account linked to another TikTok account, then if we have saved any sort of music for TikTok, that will definitely be available over here, because the same company who produced TikTok also produced this software called Capcut. So that's why the TikTok and Capcut has basically integration with each other. Okay. And over here this is a text layer. Let's say if we want to create any sort of text, we can simply create the text from here. I will show you later on how we can add effects to it, how we can use text templates, how we can use the auto caption feature using AI. These we will learn later on. Okay. And there is a sticker tab over here. There are thousands of stickers available. As we scroll, there is endless selection for stickers which we can simply use. Either it's a trending stickers, either we can say pro emoji. There are thousands of stickers that we can simply use. And after that there is called effect section. Same as Snapchat, we have different effects available that we can simply apply to our video. And as we simply hover it, some effect, there will be a movement, so you can see what will happen if we apply this effect. And some effect doesn't have the motion. So currently if we apply this effect, it will add some black flashes to our video. Okay. And if we use this, it will make our video more shaky. And in this way, these are different effects that we can apply to our video. After that we have transitions over here, and as you can see we have tons of transitions available, and each transition serves a different purpose, and each transition has its own style. So let's say if we click over to this, so it will work like this transition will work like this transition will work like this will work like this, and this will work like this. So these are different transitions that we will use. We will cover up in the later of this module how we can use these transition to create the product that we wanted. After that, this is the filter section. Same as Snapchat, we have different filters. We can simply import our photos and we can add filters to that photos. If we have video, we can apply these filters to our videos as well. And there is an adjustment layer. What is adjustment layer, how we can use that adjustment layer, we will cover this up later on. So this is the entire basic interface of our Capcut. There are few more things that you need to learn. First, this is called menu. Over here we have different sort of options available that we can use from going to file. We can either create new project, as we did this is a test project. We can create another project by going to file and new project. We can import stuff and we can export stuff. Export is basically after doing the entire editing, we will need to, you can say, export our video. So let's say if we have used 10 different clips, those 10 clips will be merged into a single video that we can share onto our social media platform. In the edit section, we can undo, we can redo, we can copy, cut, paste, delete. So we can do from over here, or we can use different shortcut. I will also tell you how we can use shortcuts, and we can use different tools available over here as well. And this is called layout. So in Capcut we have different layout system available. Right over here, if you can see, we have our media available, then we have our timeline, then we have our player, and at last we have our details. So this is one layout. So that is called default layout. Let's say if we want to change to media layout, so this is called the media layout. So now if you can see, the media is a little bit separated from rest, and we can simply use the media, and you can say rest will be like that. And if we change the layout to, you can say, player first, so as you can see, now player is being, you can say, detached from our project, and we can drag it anywhere we wanted. Okay, after that we have adjustment first and timeline first. These are different layout method that we can use, or if we want to use, we can use that. And after that, in the more, there is terms of services, privacy policies, third party copyright, and other things. If you want to learn, you can learn. And over here you can say the version. If you aren't at the, you can say, current version or at the updated version, you can update the version over here. And from over help, you can share the feedback, or you can also check the about section as well. And if we go towards setting, this setting will directly pull up the project or entire Capcut setting. And let's say if we want to export the video, this is the path where will be the exported, and by clicking over here you can change that path as well. After that, this is cache memory. Anything, that video that you will import over here, or you create the proxies, that will create some sort of cache files. So if you don't want to, you can say, delete the cache file, you simply click on don't delete the cache file. But if you want to auto delete the cache file, you can over here select the days, how many days after those days that your cache files will be deleted. This you can set to auto if you have a lower disk space on your laptop or PC. So currently my cache size is 148.89 megabyte. So if I need to delete, I can simply click on this delete button to delete the cache, and if I don't want, I can leave it like that. After the edit, here as you can see, it's an image duration. Let's say if you pull up any image, and if you drag that image into this timeline, then how long that image will be stretched, or how long that image will be last onto our video. So current or default value is 5 seconds. As you can see, currently is 5 seconds. You can change to frame as well, but we will set it to seconds, and you can change it. So I usually make my images to around 3 seconds. And over here, this is the frame rate. As I told you, this is the time code. Time code is basically how you will view the videos. So HH will you can say represent the hours, MM will represent minutes, SS may represent seconds. And if you want to see the frame for each video, because let's say if the video is 30 fps, so each 30 fps will be counted into 1 second, and each 60 seconds will be counted to 1 minute, and each 60 minutes will be counted into 1 hour, and so far. Let's say if you want a second plus frame, or over here you want a ratio and after frame, it's totally depend upon you, whichever you can say time code design you want to follow. After that, there is a performance. Let's say if you are using Windows, and your Windows laptop or Windows PC have a graphic card, so you need hardware speed up, hardware encoding. So it will use those graphic card speed up or smoothen the video editing process. Okay, so it can use hardware encoding if you want to, or you can disable it by unchecking this depending upon user. I will not, you can say, uncheck it. I will keep it as it is. And their interface rendering, so if you want your GPU to be used while rendering, you can select it, otherwise uncheck selected. And over here you can create the proxies, and there the proxies will be stored over here. And currently I haven't used any proxies because I have freshly installed this software, so currently the proxy size will be 0 byte, but it can be increased later on as we start using it. And over here is the language. Let's say if you are comfortable with any other language, native language, you can simply select those language and your CapCut will be translated, or the language of your CapCut will be changed. So we will simply click on save, and this is the entire menu of your CapCut. And over here you will see that your project is auto saved, so CapCut will be save your project automatically time to time so that your project won't be losted. Over here you will see this is the time where the project has been saved, and over here this is the timeline. Whenever we will import anything, I will teach you about these whole line, and you will see that there is a little gap, a black gap, there is the little gap, and there is little gap. Let's say if you want to make your timeline bigger, you can simply place your mouse cursor between them and the mouse cursor will change, and after clicking on the player, same you can do for your detail section according to your need. And over here this is the same layout section, you can either access from here or either you can access from here. And over here this is basically shortcuts, and over here these are the different shortcuts. Let's say if you don't need to use the mouse or don't need to use any tool, from here you can simply these shortcuts. Let's say to split the video between half, you can use the shortcut control B, and so on so far. We have different shortcuts available that we can simply use like here. Okay, so we will definitely be using shortcuts, but later on in the video. So now you have understand every single bit that you need to learn about CapCut interface. Now we will jump to basic editing techniques. So now I will teach you the basic editing techniques for CapCut. So what I will need to do, if you see over here, I have selected 4 different clips which we will work on for this module. So I will simply either I can select all these and I can simply copy over here and it will be placed over here, or I will simply delete this. I will simply delete, or I can simply click on import, and over here I can simply go toward the example and I will select all of these files. As you can see, file 1, file 2, file 3, file 4, all these 4 are selected, and I will simply click on open and it will be opened over here. And how I will know that which particular file is currently being selected, I will simply click on it and it will start playing over here, and you will see bluish rectangle going around that file. That means that is selected, and there is a white line going that indicates that the video is currently being played inside our player. You can simply click and you can simply drag over here. So I will simply drag over here. You will see that we have simply placed that particular project into our timeline. As we placed our project into timeline, there are multiple other, you can say, effect has been popped up, and over here as you can see, this panel is also been light up, and this is the entire different things that we can simply apply to our video. So these are the different style that we can apply. We can do video, audio, speed, animation, tracking, adjustment. So we will go on each one by one. So as you can see, currently our video is placed over here, and how we will know that which video is currently being selected. So as you can see, currently we haven't selected any video, so there is nothing showing, but as I click onto it, a white outline will be appeared onto that video. That signifies that this particular clip has been selected inside our timeline, and the properties corresponding to that particular clip will be opened over here. And this is our playhead. Wherever this playhead is, the corresponding frame or corresponding visual will definitely be displaying over into our player. As you can see, as I scrolling my playhead, the frame is also been changing over here. So now I will teach you this line. This is our first layer, or you can say this is our default layer, and over here we have 3 different styles. We can either hide this panel, or we can can either expand this panel. So over here you will see there is a mute clip audio. So let's say this is this video contains some sort of audio. If we want to use it, we can leave it as it is, but let's say if we don't want to use its audio or the audio from entire layer, not just this single video, the audio from entire this layer, we can simply mute the clip audio from this entire layer. And let's say if I want to hide this track, this particular layer, or in other words we can also say this track, we can simply hide this track as well, and we can also simply lock this track. So what is different between locking and unlocking a track? So basically now my track isn't being unlocked, so I know I can select it, I can move it around, I can make it shorter, I can make it bigger, I can make cuts on it, I can make changes to it. But if I click on this locked, then this layer will be locked, and you can see the properties has also been hidden. So we can't do anything, we can simply just view this footage. If I click anywhere, nothing will happen. If I need to apply any sort of effect, any sort of changes to that particular clip, I need to unlock this clip first. So now the track is unlocked. Now I can work on this. So first is simply, you can say if this clip is around 19 seconds and 15 frame long, let's say you just want this to be around 10 seconds. Okay, I'll quickly make it to 10 seconds. You can select this, and if you go at the end, the cursor will be changes, and you can simply hold your left click and you can simply drag this toward left to make it shorter. This is a way to trim your video. Another way is, as you can see, you are seeing over here different tools. So the first tool is called split tool. As the name suggests, what does this split tool does? It will split our footage wherever our playhead is. Okay, so currently let's say our playhead is over here. I will click on the split button. What it will do, it will divide this whole clip into two different clips. So now if I click over here, this part only will be highlighted with white color, not this part. That means now our entire clip has been divided into two different clips. This is the first section, this is the second section. So using this split section, we can do these split sections like that. And then if I don't need that section, so what I can do, I can either right click and I can simply delete this, or I can select and I will click on this delete button to simply delete this. And then now I will have only left with a 10-second footage. And this is the freeze frame. Okay, let's say this is the frame that I really like and I want to freeze them. Freeze is basically creating that particular image from the entire video to last longer. So let's say I like this frame, I will simply click on this freeze button. Now as you will see, my other clip will be pushed toward right side, and there is a frame is been added to this, which is basically a freeze frame. As you can see, there is nothing going on, there is a still image which has been expanded toward around 3 seconds, and after that the video is resumed to playing. If we need to add some sort of freeze frame, we can add, either we can delete. And this is basically called reverse. Let's say this is our video is playing from start to end, but I want this video to be in a reverse section. How? We want this video to be start oppositely. So I will click on this reverse, and now it's starting reversing the clip. In this way you will see that this is working. Over here we can reverse our footage from here. I will undo it, because how we can undo it, we can simply click on this undo button to undo it, the action that we have just did. And over here this is called mirror. Basically we can either flip our image by simply click on this button. And one more thing, let's say I have reverse, the impact will only happen to this selected clip, not to this clip. This clip will be remain as it is. The selected clip we have do any sort of editing will directly be applied to that particular clip only. So I will simply, you can say, unmirror it, and over here is basically called rotate. Let's say if we want to rotate our footage, we can rotate with 90 degree, 180 degree, 270 degree, or we can change it to back to 360. So over here we can simply rotate our footage. Okay, and this is called crop. Let's say I want to crop my footage or I want to crop my image. I can simply crop it from here, and over here this is called the crop ratio. If I click over here, we will find the different aspect ratios of how we can cut it. Either we want a 1:1 ratio cutting, either we want 3:4 ratio, 4:3 ratio, 16:9 or 9:16. Let's say I'll go with 9:16, and now my selection will be locked. Okay, as I make it shorter or bigger, it will still remain into 9:16. But if I change this to free, now I can move it as I wanted. I can make it as small as possible, as big as possible, as I wanted. It's simply up to my imagination. And over here I can simply add a rotation to my video as well if I wanted, or either I can make it at 0. So currently I won't do anything, or I can simply click on confirm and my video will be like this. Okay, and you have learned everything what you need to learn from here. And now we will cover these 3 tabs later on once we have editing the entire long video. Currently I won't be teaching you about these 3 feature will directly correspond with the timeline. We will discuss it later on. And this button is called record button. Let's say you have placed your different video clips over here, and now you need to record your voiceover. You can simply click on record and you can add your voiceover to your clip. Let's say I will click on this. So now it will showing that if as I am speaking, it's showing that someone is speaking, and this is I am using the input device, and this is the volume. Let's say if I want to higher my volume, so as you can see, as I speak louder, this is making louder spikes, and I will make it as simple as 100. And over here we can reduce the echo, or let's say if we want to mute the project so that you can't listen the project audio, you will only be able to listen the visuals, you won't be able to listen the audio. So let's say now I am ready to record. I can simply click on this red button, and now I can start recording. And as I am recording my stuff, as you can see, this there is a recording audio tab. It's being now placed over here. As I am done with recording, I can simply stop it. I will cancel it, and over here you can see this is the recording bar which is available over here, and I can simply rearrange wherever I want. I can edit it and I can use it. So currently I won't be using it for now because we will use it later on or wherever we want. I just want to show you what is the use of this record button. The main usage of this record button to record voiceover or to record voice directly from your phone or your PC. And over here as you can see, there is minus button and then there is plus button, and this is the slider. This slider is basically used to minimize or maximize your timeline. Currently this is your maximum timeline. Any, let's say if you have 10 clips or even if you have 100 clips, everything will be fitted inside of this timeline. If you want to increase to make it bigger so that you can work on precisely, because as it's shorter, over here is duration is written. So currently it's starting from 0 seconds to 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds and 20 seconds. But let's say you are currently fiddling around. As you can see time over here, you want to go exactly to 6 seconds, so you will take a hell lot of time to precisely go toward or 6 seconds. So to go on precisely, we can zoom into our timeline. As you can see, as we are zooming into our timeline, now the timeline which is 5 seconds behind, which is showing the 5 seconds, now it's showing around full 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, and I can simply move my mouse around here to go towards the 6 seconds. And let's see if I go to move further, now it will also introduce the frame as well. So 0 seconds means 0 fps. After that we have 15 frames, and at 1 second that will be total of 30 frames, because our project is 30 frames per second. After that again there will be 15 frames, and after 2 seconds that 15 frames will be added up to 30 frames. So in this way we can make it longer or shorter depending upon our use. So this is entirely everything that you need to learn about timeline. Now we will go towards our detail section. So the first is called position and size. So as the name suggests, over here we will change the position and the sizing of our this particular clip appearing onto screen. Over here we can increase the scaling of our footage, which is basically increase the size, or we can decrease the size. So this is the default size of our project, and over here we have scaled down our footage, and over here there is percentage. So 100% is basically the default one. If we go above 100 it will zoom out or scale in our video, and if we go below 100 it will scale down our particular image or particular clip. Okay, so I will make it to around 100. We can either change the value of like manually, or we can use this slider as well, or we can use also this knob to go from 0 to whatever we wanted. And right along there is a keyframe. We will later discuss on about keyframings because it's an advanced technique and I don't want you to get confused right now. Now there is a position section. Okay, so let's say this is our video and it's divided into different coordinates. Okay, over here there will be an imaginary line. Just think about it in your mind. So if we want to move our video above, we need to change the value of y, because on above section the value of y has been positive, and if we want to make our video toward downside, we need to decrease the value of y. And same, if we need to move our video toward right side, we need to increase the value of x, and if we need to move our video toward left, we need to decrease the value of x. So 0 is the default value. So let's say I will change it to 50. As you can see, my video is moved toward right. I will make it to around 200, so you will see the effect more. As you can see, my video is moved toward right. And let's say I want my video to move toward down as well. So what I need to do, I will need to make my value below 0. So I will make -400. So as I do the value of -400, you will see my videos below that particular section. So we can simply add values over here, or we can use this value slider to use, but it's very time consuming if we do like that. I will make it 002 so that it will be default. As you can see, as I currently there is no, you can say, border around it. As I select my clip, the border will be around over here and the border will be around over here as well. I will make it a little shorter so you can view the border more visibly. And at each corner we have a circle over here. Okay, so we can pick any circle and we can use our mouse in order to make our video smaller, bigger as we wanted. And we can simply hold the left click and we can move our mouse upward to, you can say, change the value of move our clip upward and change the value of y, and we can change the value of y as well. Over here we can change the value of x. So let's say I will place over here. Currently, as you can, if you go toward the value position, currently 00, but as I, you can say, release my left click hold that I have been holding, you will see the value of x and y has been changed. But I will simply click onto this button, which is basically redo everything that we have done so far onto this clip regarding scale, position and rotation. As we already discussed over here, it's similar. Over here we can simply rotate our footage at any angle if we wanted. Either we can simply add the value manually, or we can use this up down arrow in order to precisely add our video to at certain angle. Okay, and over here we can also use this knob as well to, in order to, you can say, fit our video perfectly. After the position and size, I will simply close it. Then the next thing is called blend. Okay, so here we have different blend modes, and over here we have opacity. So we won't be discussing the mode over here because we will discuss it later on, but currently we will see over here is the opacity. We can as we in decreasing the opacity, our video will be fading away from our video, because opacity is basically the light or how much is coming or how the video is being showing onto screen. So if the opacity is 100%, the video will be shown completely. If the opacity is around, you can say 50%, the video will be half, still be showing onto screen, but it will, the resolution or the, you can say, brightness will be half. And if we go all the way to 0, our video will have been on timeline, but it won't be showing onto our player. So in this way we can work with opacity, and over here we can change its percentage. So 100% will be the default one or the full opacity, and we can make it lower as we continue. Okay, and same we can use this up down arrow to either change the values. And then this is the stabilize. Let's say our video is very shaky and we want to stabilize, we can simply click on this, and over here we can choose the level, recommended, minimum cut, and most stable. So in this way we can stabilize our footage. So currently, as you can see, the processing has been started, but my footage has not been any shakiness into my video, so I won't be using this function. Okay, and then there is canvas. So let's say if I want to add the blur, I can simply add bin blur to that video. So as I move along the video, so same blur will be applied it, and without whatever the video we have been selected. Because if we uncheck this, we will have this black bar, but if we check this canvas, we can change to any color. Let's say I want to make it red, it will be changed to red. Or let's say if I want to make it any style, let's say I want to this style, I can simply click and my background will be like that particular style if I want to. So currently I won't be using any canvas, so I will make it simple. Okay, then there is cutout and mask and enhance. We will later on discuss about this. Then there is audio. Same, let's say I will put my recorded section over here. So currently, as I have placed my audio, you will see there is some certain spikes going around into my whole audio. Okay, it's basically how loud I speak or how slow or how low I have spoken. Okay, so let's say currently this big graph showing that I have spoken very loudly, and when there is no spikes going on, that means onto that particular parts I have been silenced. Okay, so let's say if I want to increase the volume, because let's say I think that I haven't recorded my voiceover very clearly or very, you can say, loudly, so I can simply use this knob to increase the value. So as I increase, you will see the spikes are going up as we say change the design. Or if I lower it, you will see the spikes will automatically be gone. So over here we can simply add volume to our footage. So 0.0 dB, or we can say 0.0 decibel will be the default or will be the normalized one. And if we want to go above, the volume of our particular audio track that we have selected will be go upward, and if we go downward or into the minus, then the volume will be lowered. So currently I will make it 0 decibel to normalize it. And then there is called fade in and fade out. What is called fade in, fade out? If you listen to some sort of music or videos, whenever the clip or whenever the song is started, there is no music, but the music will start gradually. So what they have done, they have added the fade in effect. So we can add how much we wanted. Let's say I want 0.0 second, I want 2 seconds of fade, and as I added, I will hit enter. You will see that there is curve going around. That means into that much part, if there is an audio, it won't be played, and it will start from very 0, and it will slowly increase our audio to that normal position. Okay, so this is called fade in, and same we can do for fade out as well as per our usage. So currently I will remove the fade in and fade out. And same, let's say if our audio has noise, we can simply use the AI feature to reduce the noise. And same, we can add different sort of effects to our audio. Currently I have done the none, but as you can see, we have different audio effects going on which we can simply apply it. So this is the basic, and over here this is the speed. We will discuss speed later on, so I will simply delete it. Now we have discussed the audio section. Now we will go to speed. So this is the speed section. So inside speed, what we will do, we can increase the duration of our this particular clip. So currently if we go, it's starting from 5 seconds and it's going towards 10 seconds. So this particular clip has 5 seconds duration. Let's say this is the normal speed and I want this to be, you can say, speed up, or I want this particular clip to be speed up. So what we can do, we can increase the time. So currently 1.0x will be the default one. So if we increase it to, let's say, 1.5, you will see our clip has been shrinked, and now our clip is which was earlier to 10 seconds, now it's 3 seconds. And if you see the video, now the video is playing at a very high speed. Look at how she is speaking. Now let's say if I want to make it more, I can make it 2x. My video will be trimmed even more, and now just see its motion. And let's say I want to make it slower. So as we know that 1.0x is the default one. Now as you can see, my video has been stretched. That means my video has been slowed down. So it's starting from 6 seconds and going all the way to 13 seconds. And now see, it's very been slowed. So over here we can increase or decrease the times in order to increase the duration of our video or decrease the duration of our video. And over here, let's say if our video has some sort of audio in it or voiceover in it, we can change the tone, whether we are increasing the speed of our particular clip or we can decreasing the speed. And over here we have different sort of curve available. Over here we are maintaining the speed in at a constant rate. Either we can increasing it or either we can decreasing it. But using the curves, we can simply make it at any certain point, we can make it slower, at any certain point we can make it higher, and at a center point we can go higher, lower. So over here we can simply use any of different style to say manipulate our footage. So over here the footage will be very slowed, and over here the footage will be start, and then it will go at the normal pace. So this particular line will serve as the normal pace, and if we make our video, our this graph toward higher side, that mean at this particular point our video is going to be very fast. And if we go towards downside, that mean our video will be you can say very slower. So as we change the graph, our duration of the video will be changing accordingly. So this feature we will be used later on. So if we go into the animation, there are different animation. Let's say I want to add animation to my video. I will simply, if I click onto this animation, you will see the animation has been applied, and you can see currently we are at the in position. What does it mean by in position? That means that we are currently applying the animation to our starting point of that particular clip. And if you look closely over here, you will find that an arrow is placed that signify that we have added an in transition to our video. So let me remove the transition. This is the before, and this is after adding the transition to our, or you can say adding the animation to our particular clip. And over here we can choose the duration of how fast or how slow we need the transition to be added to our particular clip. And if we click onto the out, this is some out transition that we can use. So let's say I use this, and as I applied that out transition, you will see another arrow which is pointing toward left side, that indicate that we have also applied the out transition as well. And over here this knob will signify how long will our in animation will last, and this knob will signify how long or how short our out transition will be. So this is our in transition and this is our out transition. But let's say there is combo transition. What means combo transition? Combo transition will definitely be applied throughout the video. So if I click on this, you will see this is the in transition and this is the combo transition, and it's been currently applied to you can see at the start of our clip and at the end of our clip, and over here we can simply select its duration. So currently we can not do at the very end of it because we have applied it the end transition. So let's say I will click on none, so that I will remove the in transition. Now if I go to combo, I can simply drag toward all the way in. So now this transition will start, as you can see, and it will go all the way, and after that the out transition will come. So let's say if I remove the out transition and now I can move the combo transition. Now this transition will be same transition will be applied at the end and at the start of our clip. As you can see, this is applied to the start of our, you can say, clip, and same transition is applied to at the end. So this is called combo transition, or you can say combo animation. After that, this is tracking. This is an advanced part, we will later on learn about this. And this is adjustment. So what is adjustment? Adjustment is basically, you can say, adding different sort of color correction or color grading to our footage. We will discuss this also later on. So now we know that how we can split our video, how we can delete our video, how we can add different type of position parameters to our video, how we can blend our video, how we can change the audio of our video, how we can speed up or speed down our video, how we can add animation to our video. So these are the different points that we have learned. Now we will go from this section to this section. Let's say this is another thing. So how we can import? We can simply either drag this over here, or we can simply click on this plus icon, and wherever the playhead is, it definitely add the clip over there. So I will quickly undo it because I don't want over there. So as you can see, this is in this way, the first clip is ending and the second clip is being played, and same as I will throw the third clip as well. So as you can see, this is the third clip as well. So I have now 1, 2, 3 and 4. We have 4 different clips, and let's say I want to add a text over to this particular clip. So this is a default text. I can simply click on plus and it will be applied it, or I can simply drag it as I wanted. It's totally depend upon my use. So currently this has been applied it, and as if you look closely, it doesn't apply it to same layer or same track. It has its own different layer. So this particular icon will show that this particular track has some sort of images or clips around it, and this is a text layer or text track. That means that this particular track will only have text related stuff, nothing else. And same as we know that we have different sort of visuals, or you can say different sort of settings for our this particular clip, same as we have different sort of animations for our this particular text as well. So currently the text is written default text. We will change to test video, and if I click over here, we will get thousands of different fonts available which we can simply use. So let's say I like this one. I can simply click on this to download, and now it's downloaded and it's been applied to my video. Over here we have the font size. We can either increase the font size or decrease the font size according to our use. Then we have the style. Either we can make it bold, we can make it underline, we can make it italic, whatever we want. So I will remove the italic and remove the underline. So I will only be using the bold style. So whichever the style has been used, the rectangle beneath it will be darker, signify that that particular style has been currently applied. And over here we can simply change the color of it. Okay, so there are different bunch of colors available. Let's say if I want to go with red, I will go that. If I want to go with yellow or any other colors, we will do that. So I will simply, let's say I will go with yellow, and let's say you can say satisfy with the color. Over here they have also given you tons of different presets which we can use. This is one preset, and if you look closely, there is a white text which is basically the default text, and there is black border around our text. How we can add this black border around our text, we will learn within few minutes. And over here, as you can see, our text is black and there is white border around it. same as this is yellow, text is yellow and the black border is around it. If we want to use any preset style, we can use that, or either we can click on this so that our text will be the default style which we have. So I will change this to yellow, and over here this is called the spacing. How it works? So currently if you can look closely, each letter has its own spacing, or each character has its own spacing. If we want to decrease or increase the individual spacing between these characters, we can do that. So currently this is the default one, that means the value of it is 0. So if we increase, let's say I will increase to 15, I will hit enter. So you will see 15 is too much, I will down to 10, even I will down to 6. Now as you can see, the length between each character has been increased, or the space between each character has been increased to 6. And let's say if I make it -5, now you can see every text has been, you can say that spacing between is very, you can say much close, and the text has been stretched with each other. So I will do it -2, so you will look closely. So we can change from like this, but I will make it 0. And what about line? Let's say we have multiple line, test video 2. Let's say we have these two line, and same as character spacing, we have line spacing. You can see this is the first line, this is the second line, and there is space between them. Okay, if we increase the spacing, the line will be further apart from each other. Let's say I will make it 5, I will make it 10. So the spacing between these two lines has been increasing, and if we go for decreasing, the spacing between these two lines will get smaller and smaller. So I will currently make it 0, and I will delete this, because we will only work with this simple text to make it simple as possible. And over here this is the alignment. So the text alignment inside this box we will handle over here. This is the center alignment, this is the left alignment. You won't be seeing any much different. We will add video 02, and we will add video, we will add anything. Okay, so if we go towards center, you will see that every text has been center regarding this box, and everything is now its right alignment, and now everything is on the left alignment. And over here the text has been changed that orientation, and over here it's also been a center line, or else also been left aligned. So I will simply redo, because I won't do that, and I will delete these two lines from here. So you will know that how spacing works. I will simply close the spacing, and now this is the position and size. This position and size is same as we do our these clips. So this is a scale, either we can increase it or decrease it according to our need. Over here we can either change the position. Let's say I will change it to 500, or I will change it to 1000. Over here we can change the x and y position of the value, or let's say if we want to do the manually, we can simply hold our left click and we can move our text wherever we want. And as we bring it towards center, this line appear, that will signify that our text is now been vertically centered. So if I go down, now it will show that our text is horizontal center, and as I make it my text towards center, now both lines will appear, that signify that our text is horizontally centered and vertically centered as well. Same this goes for rotation of our text as we do, and this knob is also do for the positioning. And then this is the blend mode, same as we do for video. This if we lower the opacity, the text will slowly fading from our video. As you can see, if I go 0, it's clearly be fading, and if I increase, the text will be presented, but we won't be able to see that much clearly. So in order to see that completely, we need to increase the opacity. So this is basically the blend mode. And as I already told you earlier, inside this preset we have been seeing that our text has been white, and there were a black border around it. So inside Capcut we name that border as stroke. So if currently it's not been selected, if I click on turn
on, you will see that inside my video the text has been outlined with a black color. Over here we can change that black color to any other color if I want. I will simply make it black because black is suiting. And over here we can you can say increase or decrease the thickness of that particular color. So I will make it a little shorter. So over here we can use the stroke, and then we have the background. As you can see, currently our text has been transparent, it doesn't have any background, and if we want to add a background we can add a background, and here we can change the color of our background according to our use. Over here we can change its opacity of our background that we have added. Over here, how if we want the rounded rectangle or not, you won't be able to see how the rectangle rounded is working. I will simply click over here. Now if you look closely, you will see the corner of this rectangle has been very harsh. So if I round this and I will simply click, now you will see the corner has been rounded. So over here we can simply round our rectangle corner as well, and over here we can either increase the height or decrease the height as according to our use. And same goes for width, and let's say if we want to make it offset, we can do that over here as well, of x offset and y offset as well. So currently I don't need any background, so we can uncheck it, or if you need you can add the background as well. And over here this is a shadow. So currently let me remove the stroke so you can watch the shadow clearly, and I will change the color to white as well. So how shadow is same as the name appears, it will add some sort of shadow to your particular text. Okay, if I increase it, you will be able to see over here, that this particular text has been applied a black shadow, and over here we can increase or decrease the opacity of that text. Here we can increase or decrease the blurriness of that text. Currently the shadow hasn't been blurred, and over here the shadow has been blurred, so it's fading away. Over here we can choose the distance, how far the shadow will be from the text, and over here we can change the angle. Either you want to show at from the top, from the left, from the bottom, wherever you want, you can use this shadow section to add the shadow to your video. So this is the basic text settings that you can do. Over here there are different bubble animations. Say if I click on it, the same our text will be converted to that particular text style. If you want to use, you can simply go to basic and you can change the text as well if you want to. I won't be using that, so I will uncheck it. And over here there are different effects. Let's say you aren't happy with that and you aren't also happy with this preset style. So what you can do, you can go to effects and you can change the effects manually from over here. As you can see, there are tons of different effects available. Let's say I like this one, you can simply click and it will be automatically applied to your text. And if you don't like, you can simply click and your text will be converted back as you go for the basics. And there is animation. There is the same concept as we do for a clip. We have in animation, we have out animation, and we have loop animation. So you can add the in animation. So as soon you add the in animation, there will be an arrow appear, and here is the animation. And same if you go for out animation, this is your out animation. As you can see, this is your out animation. So I will quickly remove these, and same here you can use this looping animation. So as you can see, now the video has completely been looping. Here you can increase or decrease the speed according to you want, and it will be directly be reflected over here. So I will use that, and same tracking and text to speech we will be cover later on. So these are the entire every effect that you need to learn about, the which we can apply to text is right over here. And same these effects are also available over here. So in either way, wherever you want to select or wherever you find the ease, you can simply use it. Currently this effect will be applied to your default text, which is basically this. But over here, let's say if you like this red line, or if you like this, let's say you like this, first it needs to download. Now it has been downloaded. Now you can simply drag this As you can see, I have added another text. It has been appeared onto same another layer. If I want to show onto same layer, it can be shown onto same layer. And currently, as you can see, the effect has already been applied. If I increase, as you can see, the text, and there is shadow, yellow shadow is going around our text. And same, we can go to basic and we can change all of these perspective as we wanted. So in this way you can use different text, and there is simple templates. So these are templates are ready made. We can't do that much. We can simply, let's say if I like this one, first I need to download this. So as it's downloaded, I can simply place it over here. Okay, and as you can see, in this template we can only change the text and only change, you can say, its size or position. We can't change anything else. We can change a different style of it if we want to, but we can't change everything, because if we go towards this, we need to use this particular template. So currently we are using this template, so we just simply change the text. So we will name test. Over here we will add video, and how it will be played, the in and out animation will be automatically applied by Capcut, or we cannot change that as well. So this will be applied like this. So in this way you can use this text templates as well. Auto captions we will be discussed later on. Now we will go towards stickers. Same, the names appear. These are basically stickers, and it will be, you can see, shown to our video. So let's say I want to add this glossy animation to that particular clip. I will click on download, and I cannot, you can say, place on side a text layer because it's a sticker. So it will have its own layer, and this shape will signify that this is basically sticker. And over here we can increase or decrease the size according to our use. I will decrease the size, and we don't have any much, you can say, changing. We can only change the position, rotation and scaling of this particular section. So now you will see in this way this sticker will be working. So we can use any sticker. There are thousands of stickers available. Okay, same. Now we will go towards effect. Now you need to look closely. Let's say I want to add this blur effect to my video. Okay, I don't want to show this. So let's say if I apply this blur onto our text layer or onto this sticker layer, it won't be applying cause it's effect, and it will have its different track. We can add multiple effects to this track, but it has to be a separate track. And now as you can see, this is the blur amount. You can either increase or you can decrease according to your use. You can either you can use the subtle blur, or you can increase its length according to your use. And you can see over here you can increase or decrease the size of it. Same goes for text, same goes for sticker. To, you can say, increase or decrease the duration of that particular text to your video. So over here you can see as the blur appears, the animation has been applied. So you won't be able to see the difference. Now you will be able to see the difference. As you can see, the blur has been started applying. So we will delete this, and we will use this zoom lens. First we need to download it. Now we will apply it over here. Now you will see it's automatically be zooming. I haven't done anything. So this is basically zoom effect, and over here we can change its range, how far it will go or how little it will go, and what will be its speed. We can change that as well. After that we have transition. So how transition will work, I will simply move it over there. We have different transition. Let's say I like this transition, I will simply download it, and where the transition will happen, transition will be applied between two different clips. Okay, as you can see, this is one clip, this is another clip, and if I simply drag between, you can see it will simply show that we have applied it our transition. And over here we can increase or decrease the duration of that transition, or we can you can say use this slider by holding our left click to increase or decrease the duration. We will increase a little bit the duration so you can see the transition. As you can see, this particular motion is basically called transition. So the moving from one scene to another scene or one clip to another clip has been very much smoother. Okay, so here are tons of transitions available that you can simply use. And after that we have filter. As the name suggests, it will add some sort of filters to our video. Let's say I will use this Maldives one, and as I drag this, you can see this is the normal and this is after the filter, and here we can increase or decrease the strength of that particular filter, and it's changing the vibe of our video. Same as the text has been its separate layer, the filter will also will have its separate layer. We can directly apply it to layer or track, or we can directly apply it to whole clip if we want to. How we can apply it to whole clip? We can simply drag onto clip and it will apply it to that particular, and it will be shown before the position and size, and over here we can change its strength, same as we can done from here. So in this way we can add different filters, and adjustment we will be talking later on. So now you have understand each and every aspect of CapCut, how you can add text, how you can add filters, how you can add effect, how you can add stickers, how you can change different effects. So you have learned everything you need to learn about the basic editing techniques about CapCut. Okay, now we will go using AI powered features. What are the AI powered features that you will ask? We will cover that right now. So let's say this is the clip and I will make a split over here, and let's say this is my audio and I want to transcribe my audio because I want to add subtitles to my video. How I can do? I can simply go to text and I will click on auto captions. If I click on that, now it will ask me to choose my language. Over here I will choose English and I will click on create. Now it will analyze the captions and it will start generating the captions. Okay, as whatever I have said, you can see it will be showing over here, as you can see. So it has been applied at the translation. So as our audio has been cleared English, or you can say very fluent English, the caption will be worked that perfect. And over here we can transcribe our audio. If let's say our audio is in Chinese, we can still use the auto caption. If it's in French or German or Indonesian, we can still, and there are multiple, you can say, languages over here which we can simply use in order to, you can say, generate the caption. Let's say we have generated the caption and captions are in the text layer. We can still select and you can say bring that to down into this text one single layer. It's basically totally depend upon us. And let's say this is the text layer. We can simply select, and over here we will simply change its size, or we can also change the effect of it if we wanted. Any effect we want, we can simply add. We can also add this. If we go towards caption, we can either add the captions. Let's say if I need to add the caption, we can add a caption layer. If we need to delete, we can delete the caption layers. And let's say I want to make this a whole caption into two different sections, so I will make a center and I will hit enter. Now I will have two different captions available. So I will select this, I will go to text, and now I can, if I need to apply to effect, any effect I want to apply, if I want to apply to all of my captions, I can remain this check to apply to all, and if only I want to apply to this particular single caption, I will uncheck this. So let's say I like this effect, I will simply click on this, and now my text has been changed to that particular scenario. As you can see, if I go to basic, and over here I can simply change the value of it. Let's say I like this style, or I like another style, I like this style. We can change the style over here. So if we click on load captions, we can simply import our SRT files. If you know that SRT files will have captions already been, you can say, written, and we can simply import those captions over here and use those captions. So in this way we can use the AI powered text auto caption feature of CapCut, and we can simply add our captions to our video. And over here you can add different sort of animation to our captions as well. Another feature which is basically, as you can see, if you listen to my audio, I can start recording, and as I am recording my stuff, as you can listen to my audio, there is some sort of, you can say, noise going on. So we can simply click on noise reduction, and now if you listen to my audio, I can start recording, and as I am recording my, the zoom sound has been removed using the AI feature. And over here we have different AI, sound effects that we can use. So let's say I will use the deep sound effect, and now you will see
I can start recording.
so in this way we can add different voice effect to our videos. Let's say I will use this high, so my voice will have very high pitch
As I am recording my stuff.
so in this way you can also dial down its values in order to, you can say, get the perfect result. And over here you can definitely work with speed as well, and same AI feature will be applied toward this minimum cut, or more subtle, or you can say recommended, you can use the stabilize feature to stabilize your shaky footages as well. So these are the AI tools that you can simply use inside your CapCut. And over here if you click onto it, you can simply select the aspect ratio of your video. So currently if you look closely, I have the original, however my video is still looking, it definitely be choosing that aspect ratio. So let's say if I want to change to 16:9, I will do the 16:9, or let's say I want to change to 9:16, I can do the 9:16 as well. So over here you can use this different aspect ratio. And if we go over here, if you click over here, you can make it maximize, and you can view the edited video of yours, all the effects that have been applied. So this is the entire editing that you can do inside your CapCut. After that we will learn how we can do the YouTube video editing inside CapCut, and after that we will learn how we can create engaging short form content inside our CapCut. So for YouTube content creation is totally depend upon your own, you can say, approach, how you will work on YouTube videos. I will simply delete all of these sections. I will delete this one, and I will delete this transition as well. So let's say this is your YouTube video. As you can see, I will also trim that, or I will simply delete this one. I will go this media, I will use this one, and I will also trim that over here. I will trim from here, and I will make it over here. And I will, you can say, this is basically called my YouTube video. It is starting, and right over here I will be, you can say, trimming this, and another clip is appearing. I will delete this one, and as you can see, it's been attaching over here. And this is the second clip. It will be around this much long, and then next clip is appearing, and this is that much long, and then another clip is appearing which is that much long. So let's say I have created 11 seconds of my YouTube video, and over here first I will add different sort of transitions to it, so that moving from one scene to another scene will not be that much jarring. So first it will have to download. Now I will apply it. I will make it shorter. I will apply this transition. I will apply it over here. Now I will apply it this transition, or I will apply this transition, and I will apply it over here. Now I have applied it the transitions, as you can see. Now I will take any effect. Let's say I will add this different effect. Let's say I will use this horizon open effect, and it's currently been downloaded. As it's downloaded, and we will apply it to very start of our clip. Okay, so it won't be that much long, and at the end of it we will use this TV off feature, so that will be our outer effect. I will take it right around here. So I have applied it these two different effects, and let's say right over here I will show you how you can adjustment or use the color adjustment to adjust your footage. So over here we will do the adjustment. So inside temperature, if we go toward left, our video will be have a little bit bluish or a cooler tone. Okay, and if we move toward right, it will have more yellowish or warmer tone. So we need to figure out which is looking better. In my opinion, if we go toward a little bit on the left side, then it's working fine. And over here this is the hue. So if we go toward the left side, there will be a green tint to our video, and if we go toward the right, there will be a purple tint to our video. So in my opinion, we don't have to change the hue. And over here, this is saturation. What is saturation? So currently, as you can see, just look her clothes, it's not very, you can say, popping. So if I decrease this saturation, you will see all the colors from this video has been gone, and if I increase the saturation, you will see the color has been more popping. So over for this particular video, I think we need to increase around 12. And same goes for brightness. Over here, as you can see, if we decrease the brightness of the video will be decreased, and if we increase the brightness of the video will be increases. So right over here, we will increase the brightness just a little, and we will also increase the contrast a little. What is contrast basically? So as you can see, if we increase the contrast, it will, you can say, boost the black colors a lot in, and it will pop the black colors out. And if we decrease the contrast, you will see the black color will be start going from our clip. So currently, as you can see, I will simply add a little bit of black color so that this will definitely be popped. And over here, either decrease or increase the highlight will basically add some sort of increase the highlight from our video. So if we decrease the highlight, okay, as I am decreasing the highlight, you will quickly see right over here the highlights from the video has been gone, and if I increase, the highlights are coming, or the whitish part are coming. So I will increase the highlight a little bit. I will decrease the shadow. As you can see, if I decrease the shadows gone from our video shadow, or the black points in our video. And if I increase the shadow, the white part from our video has been increasing. So I will increase the shadows a little bit. And luminance is basically how the color has been promising. If we increasing the whole white light, or you can say the popping color of our footage will start looking very bright, and if we decreasing it, it will, you can say, remove those popping color, and it will make it subtle. So we will do the luminance a little down, and over here we can add the sharpening to your video. You just look at the, you can say, fabric of her shirt. As you can see, if we increase the sharpening, our video is very harsh, so we won't need to do the sharpening that much. We need to do it little subtly. So 10 around that would be great. And if we increase the particles, you will see it will add greens to our video, which sometimes give us a very nicer look, but over here it's not giving us very nicer look. So I guess we won't be using the particles. And as you can see, fade is basically giving white texture, or you can say white fade into our video, so which basically we don't need. And vignette is basically adding, say, some sort of black bar or white bars around it. So if we move from 0 to minus, it will add white borders at the corners, or if we do towards right, it will add black bars. So if we need to focus only into girls, so we can increase the vignette, but we need to focus on all, so we can increase the vignette a little bit. Okay, so this is the color grade that I have done my footage. This is without and this is after, so you can see the color difference after the color grading. And if we need to apply this to all, if you have the same you can say style of all clips, you can do that. And if you have other clips, so currently let's say this is the clip, and if I click onto this and if I apply to all, this will also be highlighted, this will also be highlighted. This is without and this is after, and this is without, this is after. So you will see the difference after the color grading. And over here you can tweak down the individual color from each. Okay, over here this is the red, this is yellow, this is green, so we can tweak individual colors. So let's say if you go orange, and we can change the orange shade in our video. Okay, so let's say we can increase the saturation, we can increase the brightness of that particular color over here using our HSL. Okay, so in this way we can color grade our footage inside Capcut. So let's say I have completed my complete video, and over here you can see how it's turned out. As you can see, it has everything that we needed to, you can say, create a full-fledged YouTube video. So currently for this purpose I have just created some sort of small 10 seconds clip. You can create a longer form of content and you can submit it. I will check it and I can also give you some sort of suggestions to that particular videos as well. So now what the next point is, so the next point was to creating engaging short form content. So we don't have that much time, so what we will do, we will delete everything. Okay, I will delete everything. I will go to media, I will go to import section and I will import these 4 vertical videos that I have recorded. Now what I will need to do, I will simply drag this video and now you will see that our current project is 16:9, but our video has been short form, so there is black borders around it which we don't need. So we will change the aspect ratio to 9:16. Now the black borders are removed and you will see this video is also included some sort of audio to it, which basically either we can go to audio and we can mute it like this, or there is another way. If you can say move your mouse over here, you will see a white line going around. That signifies that now we are dealing with audio of this particular clip. So we can simply turn this down. Now we don't have any audio left. So let's say I will use only that much clip. I will simply cut it. Now I will drag this clip, okay, and I will also turn this volume down. I will use this much clip. I will also make it shorter. Then I will use this clip. I will also turn the arm is volume and I will use that much section. I will also turn this down and I will use this one, and I will also, you can say, turn this the volume down and I will use this much. So these are the 4 different clips that we are using for this particular video. This is the first clip, this is the second clip, this is the third clip, and this is the 4th clip. So these are 4 different clips that we are using to create a particular short form content. You can use multiple videos according to your use. For learning purposes, I am just using these 4 videos and we will work around with these 4 different videos. So what we need to do, same as we did earlier. First we need some sort of in transition, okay, which we can use. Let's say I like this glare transition. You can see right over here, and right over here I will use this infinity zoom. First it need to download. I will apply it over here and I will make it shorter, and now you will see. And then I will use this, you can say, curling wave. So in this way I have applied it the transitions. Now I will go for the effects, and this is the end effect. I will apply it at the very end of it. First it has been downloading, so I will apply this end over here, and now I will use this TV on as my starting effect. And as you can see, this is the starting effect, this is one transition, this is the second one, this is the third one, and this is our ending point. Now everything is done. Now what we need to do, we need to adjust it according to our use. So I will quickly adjust it as I like this. Okay, I will increase, I will add the sharpness, I will add fade, I will add the vignette a little bit. Okay, and we done. I will apply it to all. Now you will see, now it's looking good. And let's say at the end I will also add another, you can say, follow animation at the very end of it, okay, before our these stickers come. So I will move it upward and I will do like this, so I can place wherever I want this. Let's say I want this over here, I want this over here, and I will make it shorter, as you can see. Now in this way you can also create your short form content as well. And now I will teach you what is all about this basic functions. Okay, so as you can see, if I will delete these so you can understand better. I will also delete these transition. So let's say if I delete this clip, then other clip will directly be, you can say, stretch toward the you can say this clip. That is because we have turned on the main track magnet. So anything, let's say if I delete this, the other clips or other effects or anything that on top will definitely be magnet, or it will move toward this section. Okay, so if I simply undo this 1 to 2 times, if I uncheck this and now I delete this, now you will see that there will be an empty part. This clip doesn't reach with this clip or stuck with this clip, so now we need to do it manually. And now as you can see, as we, you can say, make it at the very you can say we will attach one clip to another, there is a line appearing. Okay, if I simply turn off the auto snipping, so as you can see, if I you can see if I go over here, the line won't be appearing and I can accidentally overlap my footage, which I basically don't need. So we need to turn on this feature so that we can get the guide of wherever the clip is attached to the other clip or not. Because if let's say if our clip has some sort of gap and we are reviewing, and if we saw this black bar, that will ruin the experience of our users. Also this is the turn off linkage, so any sync that we will make on top will directly be you can say applied it over here. So let's say this is the follow button, it's applied it over here. So if I, you can say, turn off the linkage, if I remove this, we can simply remove this, we can simply remove that. But if we, you can say, turn on the linkage, now if I, you can say, use this, if I move anywhere this, anything that is on top will directly be moving with it. So that is also a good, you can say, button that we can use accordingly. So now we have, you can say, completed our video. Okay, I will do multiple time so that the video that we have created, we will go towards that. So let's say this is the video that we have created, and now we need to export our video. This is the main part that you need to learn, how we can export our video as we wanted. So to export our video, either we can go menu, file and export, or we can simply click onto this project button, which is basically called export. So as I click on it, we will treat it with this menu. Okay, so this is a title of work. Over here we can name our final video whatever we want. Over here we can export to where we want to export, and this is the setting for video export, and this is setting for audio export. We can separate or export our audio separately if we want to. So for video, first will be the resolution. As we already learned in the module 1, we can have different resolutions. So currently we are working with 1080p, so we are selecting 1080p. We can choose from 480p, 720p, 1080p, 2K or 4K. So as my clip is in 1080p, so I will select the 1080p. Then there is bitrate. Bitrate is how sharp or how good quality video that you want from your computer. So higher the bitrate will definitely, you can say, higher the file size. So currently, as you can see, the estimated file size will be 11 megabyte. So if we lower the bitrate, you will see the file size significantly, you can see, comes down to 4 megabyte. So if we increase higher, you will see the 11 megabyte will change to 16 megabyte. And if we go to customize, we can change its kbps, the bitrate. You can use the variable bitrate or static bitrate. Variable bitrate will definitely, you can say, adjust its value according to the movement inside our video. And CBR, constant bitrate, will be basically if we have set the bitrate 1000 kbps, so if there is any movement in our video, it will stick to that particular bitrate and it will result into a larger file size. So what I recommend using the recommended button. And then as we also know that after the format will be definitely MP4, as you can see. But before MP4 we have different sort of codec. So for the first codec is H.264, which is the most common compression method. Then we can use HEVC, efficient compression model, or we can use AVI. So these three different codec format we have already learned inside the module 1, so you will have definitely knowledge about these all three. So we will use the H.264 because it's most compatible and we can use this anywhere we want. Then we have this format, either we can go with MOV or we can go with MP4 as we want. And after that we have the frame rate. As we already know, we have different frame rates. So our this current clip is in 60 fps, but it's up to us either we want to export this in 60 fps or not. Either we can go for, you can say 24 fps, 25 fps or 30 fps. So we will go for 30 fps, and let's say this is the video exporting, and if you are done with that, you can simply click on export. The video will start exporting and all this clip will turn out into a single video. But let's say if you want to export the audio separately, if you have audio over here, you can export the audio as well separately along with the video. And if you only want to export the audio, you can simply remove the video as well. So I will use the video for now. And inside the audio export we have different options. We have .mp3 option, .wav or .aac option. So we will mostly choose .mp3, but currently we don't need to export the audio, we just need to export the video, and we will simply click on export. As you can see, our export has been started, and now as you can see, our video has been exported, and now we can directly imported our, you can say, video to directly to YouTube or TikTok. Or we can simply click on this open folder to open the folder, and over here you can see this is our video that we have made. As you can see, this is the entire video that we have created, and this is a single video. Okay, in this way you can create your own videos, and definitely it will help you a lot. And let's say if you accidentally close your project, so what will happen? So let's say if you have accidentally closed your project will be definitely be saved over here. And let's say you have closed your Capcut, you can still go towards Capcut and you will open it. As you open your Capcut, your project will be there, and you can simply click on that. As you can simply click on that, and you can access to your project. And over here there is a sign in button. Okay, you can sign in with your TikTok account, so that your TikTok music will definitely be synced with your Capcut account. Okay, and you can also sign in with Facebook, sign in with your Google. Over here you can simply use the list view or the grid view, and if you go towards the settings, and over here you will see the version. If your particular Capcut has a newer version available, you can simply choose this newer version. Click on install to install the newer version. So as you can see that we have cover everything that you need to learn about creating short form content, creating long form content. But there are some free versions limitations inside Capcut. So I will show you what are the limitations inside Capcut. So the version I showed you earlier was a paid version, so everything was a free. But over here inside this pro version, you can see we'll have this option for join pro, because this is a free version. And inside this free version, this is the latest version. As you can see, you are up to date, we have latest version. And over here we can record our screen, we can generate long form content to short form content, we can also use AI image generation, and we can also create new project. And let's say if we delete any project, let's say we can simply go to trash, and we can simply recover this project or restore this project, or we can simply delete this as we wanted. Okay, so let's say I will create a new project over here, and I will simply import these 4 videos that I have done earlier. So in this new version we have some newer different functions available. Let's say I put this clip over here. go and we can simply select here 9:16. Okay, and as you can see in there we have different functions available. But if you go look over here, we have this delete left and delete right button. So what basically do, as we know that this basically splits our video, and but what are these two features? Okay, so let's say this clip is selected. If we use this delete left, so anything which is on the left side of our playhead which is being currently selected will be deleted, and same goes for this delete right section. Okay, and over here we can add different markers. As you can see, we have added a marker, or if we don't select any clip, we can add markers over here. And let's say I will make a marker over here, and I can click onto this marker, and we can edit those marker to whatever we want to say. We can change its color, so we can also annotate anything that we want over here, so that we can make changes later on. So this is the changes over here. And there is also as you can see in the other version, we have just the minimize and zoom out features, and over here we can simply zoom to fit timeline section, where everything that we have placed over here, let's say I will place this clip, then I will place this clip, and also that I will place this clip. I will mute this audio, and now as you can see I have multiple clips, and if I click this single button, everything will be adjusted to this particular section. Rather going for this minimize and maximize, we have now this button inside the newer version. And same after the crop, we will now we have a transcribe function, where we can use the transcription for our video. Let's say I have this clip, I have exported this entire clip, and we have this feature called split scene feature, which we will use AI, and it's a free feature which is available inside our new Capcut version. So if we click on that, it will detect scenes, and same as the cuts happened before, it will automatically detect and make the cut for our this whole entire video, and make a cut right along there to create this particular video. So this is the feature that is available over here. And if we go in the earlier version, we just have this stabilize feature, but now we can have the enhance image available. We have reduce and noise image available. Okay, we have relight available, which we can, you can say we can relight, and we have auto frame, we have remove flicker, we have AI movement, we have camera tracking, we have motion blur. So we have different pro features available in the latest version, but all features are comes under this pro feature, which we basically can't use. So let's say if I want to use, we can still use this feature. Let's say I will delete all of this, and I will import all of these videos. Okay, so let's say I will import this clip, and I will change this to 16:9, and I will use this reduce image noise. Okay, and currently it's on weak level. I will change it to strong, and the feature has been applying, and we will see how it works. This is before and this is after. You can see the changes on her face, and this is optical flow. Okay, optical flow, what it will do, it will change the frame rate. Let's say the current video is in 30 fps, we can change that to 60 fps, and it will use AIs to enhance. And here is a relight feature. We can simply change the lightning onto the face, the soft light feature, and if we increase the arrow, it will directly, you can say, apply the lighting from that particular source. So as you can see, wherever I'm holding my mouse, the lighting has been also changing over here, and here we can change the color of those lighting according to our use. So this is a relight feature available inside the Pro. We have also auto frame. Let's say this is the aspect ratio, but we can auto reframe our sequence to 9:16, and now you will see it will auto detect the AI, and it will keep our object inside frame. So this auto frame sequence also works very fine. I will undo all the features. So these are the different pro features that comes under pro feature. And over here, let's say if our video camera has flickering, we can remove those flicker. We can add AI movements to it. This is and here is the camera tracking. We can place any object inside cam to track the camera. Here is the motion blur. So these are all the different pro features that will comes under the pro if you buy its paid version. Over here, remove background. Let's say if I click on this auto removal, okay, it will take some time and it will detect using AI. It will directly remove the background from our video. And if we use custom removal, we can use these different sort of brush to, you can say, rotoscope and remove the you can say background. And let's say if the background has chroma key, let's say a video has a green screen, we can simply use these parameters to, you can say, remove that green screen. And here is a retouch feature is also available inside Pro. And over here we can retouch our skin. If I click on that, and it's asking Capcut to allowing the facial expression, and media won't be uploaded to server, but it will need to, you can say, smooth. And now just look into face, and now if you see this, it also automatically detected the face. Now we need to smoothen its face. If I make it 100%, so smoothness will be applied to face and whitening will also be applied it. As you can see, this is the before and this is the after. So over here we can also make the changes, and we can remove those darker circles. And for face, we can also make the face small, we can also make it slim, we can also change the width of it according to we need. We can also move it jaw, and all there are different functions available. And these are different features which we can apply to eyes, nose, mouth and eyebrows. So these are different features and that we can apply to retouch our subject. But these retouching features are mostly, you can say, some are pro, some are free. You can definitely use as per your need. So currently I won't need, so you can see the difference. If you want to use, you can directly use it. One more thing, in the free version, if you go to animation, there are some sort of animation. Let's say this is a pro animation. If we use any of the pro animation and we start to export our video, and it will show you that you are using the following pro feature or material, so you need to join the Capcut Pro to enjoy these features. So either we need to join Pro, which will definitely cost, or we can go to back to edit, and we will need to remove that pro feature, and we'll need to remove this simple animation, and we need to click on export to export our video. So this is the limitation of its free version. And same goes for, as you can see, velocity effects. We have already done that. Same as the video has tons of different AI effects, same audio will definitely have. So we can use the normalize loudness, we can enhance our voice, we can reduce noise, vocal isolation. We can use these different AI tools in order to add, but these are all comes under pro feature, with definitely won't be allow us to, you can say, export our video. Okay, and same goes for the text. As you can see, there are multiple text effects which are comes under the pro feature. Same goes for the text templates. These are the different text templates. Some are free, but some comes under the pro version. And same goes for stickers. Some stickers are free, some stickers are pro. Same goes for effects as well. Same goes for transitions and filters as well. So we need to see whether which function we are using and which function we are not using. So we need to remember that we just only need to use the free effects that comes, and we will able to use that. Now the last thing that I need to discuss is that we can also customize our shortcuts. Let's say split is using split, and for my own is change our split to X. So if I hit save, and now whenever I place X, it will make a cut over there. So rather by going over there and doing all of these will, you can say, take a lot of time. So by using these shortcuts, we can simply change this wherever the key we wanted, and we will able to, you can say, use these shortcuts according to our usage, and we will make our editing most faster. So we can change for player, we can change for basic, we can change for others, but most probably that I use is split. And then this is the select mode. I will do the for V, and we can override. And then for zoom in, I use this plus icon, and for zoom out I use the minus icon. And zoom in and out, we can use the control and scroll wheel up. And then extract audio, I use the A button to extract the audio. And Then there are the other different values that you can change, and delete left, that is Q, and that's a W. These are also good, you can say, shortcuts. And zoom fit to timeline, I use F2, you can say, fit to timeline. And then there are other over here. I will go to basic. For delete, I will use the D button. So in this way I can maximize my shortcuts according to my usage. So let's say now if I want to delete left, I will simply hit the Q button and that will be deleted. And if I do the W, then that will be deleted. This video will definitely tell you what are the basic difference between using a free version and using a paid version. So now you will need to take some sort of clips, add to your project file, and creates different style of video editing. Either go for a YouTube video which will serve as 16:9, or go for 9:16, which is this short form content, whichever you find the best, and create a small 30-second video. If you want to use the voiceover, you can use the voiceover. If you don't want to use the voiceover, you cannot. You don't use the voiceover, and create a 30-second video, and I will definitely be reviewing your footages after on. And that's been it. This has been the entire whole chapter for Capcut, and I'm sure you will have learned everything you need to learn about Capcut. And if there is anything that you need to learn from me, you can definitely leave your comments, and I will be seeing those comments.
Now our module 2 has comes to an end. Now we will go towards the summary of module 2. So in this module, we explored CapCut as an all-in-one beginner-friendly editing tool available on mobile, desktop, and online platforms. We covered basic editing techniques, AI-powered features, and strategies for creating engaging social media content. Now that you have mastered the fundamentals, you are ready to apply these skills and create professional videos with ease using CapCut video editor software. Our next module will be module 3, Clipchamp, an AI enhanced online editing. Like, share, and subscribe for more on video editing.